Hi folks, this is Mike, PC31 the Vinyl Policeman, and this is my contest entry into a contest that's being run by Morten Aastad, one of our great chums in the VC. Morten does really great videos. You see a lot of his beautiful country, kind of Norway and of Denmark, where he often goes to, go around the streets, just fantastic. Also, Morten has been really kind of quite honest over his videos, and he's given us a lot of insight into kind of him and how he feels about things. And so you feel quite close to Morten. He's a really excellent chap, and he's got 586, I think it was, 586 subs at the moment, and he's got there pretty quickly. He wants to get to 650, and this contest is part of his push to get to that number. I'm sure that won't be too long at all. He's going to run this contest until he hits there, maybe before, but you know, we need to push him up to that 650 as quickly as possible. So the contest, the prize first, just to mention that. So there's a band, a good chum of his called Benedict, I think it was Benedict, who's the lead singer of a Norwegian band called Two Smoker. And they released a few albums, but Morten's managed to get hold of a couple of copies of their recent one. And one he's kept for himself, understandably, but one's the prize in this contest. And his chum, Benedict, has actually signed it. It's, yeah, it looks a great album. Fantastic album cover. More of that later. But as I say, so this is Morten's drive to 650. The questions are to sub to Morten's channel. Yeah. I've been a sub to Morten's channel forever. To tell 3 others in the VC about Morten's competition. The third question is to name a Norwegian artist or descendant from Norway of a musician who you're aware about. And the final one is to show a record or an artist who was born in 1971, which was the same year as Morten was born. So that makes Morten about 27. Let's say that. Okay, I subbed to the channel, so that's a good one. 3 others to tell about Morten's competition. Okay, let's go for some VC heavyweights. Let's go for Vano Martini, Jack in British Columbia. Let's go for Jack. I don't think Jack currently subscribes to Morten. Apologies if I'm wrong, but yeah, Vano Martini, Jack. Let's go for LLOYD Boom. LLOYD Boom's World of Music 2. LLOYD's in Australia, and LLOYD rebooted his channel when he was hacked. So LLOYD Boom. Let's go for LLOYD. And the third one, who again I don't think currently watches Morten's, but don't think he's discovered Morten's channel yet, could be wrong, is Physical Format Rock and Roll Gary in Iowa. And Gary will absolutely love the album cover of Two Smoker. So Gary, you need to go for this competition. Okay, so the third question is to actually name an artist who comes from Norway, who's got Norwegian descent, who is either from, who also is in your country, obviously England for me, or another country. I think Morten's pretty open about this. The one I'm going to go for, which I haven't seen anybody go for yet, and I've seen quite a few of the videos, but I haven't seen anybody do this one yet, I could be wrong, is I'm going to go for the godfather, the absolute godfather of punk, proto-punk, Iggy Pop. And Iggy's mother, Luella Christensen, is of Danish Norwegian ancestry. So I think she was a Norwegian lady. So that makes Iggy from Norwegian descent. So fantastic. James Newell Osterberg was Iggy's real name, born in Michigan. Fantastic. Started on the drums. Great stuff. Now, next question, 1971. The Stooges, I was thinking about showing the Stooges album, but I don't think the Stooges had an album out in 71. 69, and I think it was about 73 was the next one. The second album, Funhouse, I think the second album was late 60s. Then I think Raw Power was about 73. Anyway, I haven't gone for that one. But what I have gone for, and I've taken the opportunity to pull out a few of my copies of it to show how ridiculous record collecting is, because I got so many copies of the same album. I've gone for the 1971 masterpiece. Came out on the 6th of August 1971, the third album by the mighty Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. And this was the first copy I ever bought. This came out, this particular one, 1976, is reissue, but I've had this for a long, long time on NEMS. So this is not one of the Vertigo specials, not a first press, which I'd love to get hold of, but I haven't as yet. They all tend to be a bit battered, the ones I've seen, but one day I'll get one. Yeah, this was the third album from Sabbath, and what made this really noticeable was that Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler, bass player, down-tuned their guitar and bass, respectively, on about 1.5 tones. So they were playing with it. I think a lot of it came about because Tony Iommi, because of his injury to his 2 fingers, he was struggling a little bit with the tension of the strings. So he detuned it. But then obviously what you got from that is a real doom sound, a real dark sound. And a lot of people consider this album to be the start of kind of doom metal, stoner rock, sludge, some people call it. And it is an absolutely fabulous album, of course. So I've got that one from 1976. But then 2017, I was happy with that one for years and years and years. And that was always been my go-to one. But in 2017, the 10-Year War box set came out, which is one of my favourite box sets. And I've got an awful lot of box sets. And it's where all of the records in it came out exactly the same as the original replica, with Vertigo, the poster, everything kind of exactly the same in the box, the delicate box. But in the 10-Year War box set, it came out with the beautiful splatter vinyl. And each of the records, the first 8 records, the Aussie years, the initial years, all came out in splatter. And all the colours relate to the actual colour of the album cover. So that was in the 10-Year War box. And as I say, it's a complete replica, poster, in a sleeve with the Vertigo swirl. Then came Record Store Day. So couldn't resist. Got another one, and that came out on good old purple vinyl. Beautiful. Again, it was the delicate box. It was the inner with the swirl, all exactly the same. Record Store Day, I think it was 2021. It's not so long ago. And then the final one, which I got tail end of last year, was the Hand of Doom box set, which was all the picture discs. And there is my Master of Reality picture disc. The insanity of record collecting. Okay, that's it. So that's my entry into Morten's contest. Have a go, folks. Morten is genuinely one of the best. Very, very entertaining channel. He kind of shows all different things. He's got great taste. It's quite varied. And as I say, you see beautiful scenery within Norway and sometimes Denmark as well. So, yeah, have a go. And it's a great prize as well. Okay, take care, folks.